Welcome back to EdTech Lunch. Today we're going to take a look into Google Slides. So one of the things, last video I showed you is a little tip on how to start all of your documents and so on from your drive. If you want to create a new Google Doc, Google Slides, and Google Sheets, all those kind of things. Another thing you can do is if you are logged in, you can just simply type in slides or docs.new and it will bring you to a blank Google Slides presentation. And this is what you see. Now, today is just going to be a basic run through of what's available, what features it has, stuff like that. On Thursday, we're going to do a little bit of a deeper dive into what are some of the things that you can do with it. Google Slides is way more than just a simple slides presentation tool. So without any further ado, one thing I always like to do first is name my presentation, just in case at some point you want to go back and you don't want to have a whole bunch of unnamed projects sitting in your drive. So we're going to call this EdTech Lunch. I'm going to close this here just so you get a little bit more screen. Now, just going through the menus, obviously we have File, New, Open, Import Slides. You could actually import slides from another slide presentation that you've created already. Copy, download, emails, attachment. Many of this stuff here is pretty straightforward. Details, page setup, and so on. The interesting thing about page setup, and we'll talk more about that on Thursday, is that this is your slides presentation. However, it doesn't always have to be used as a slide presentation. You can go in and change whatever you'd like to any kind of page size you want. I'm going to leave it 16 by 9 for now, and then go from there. Edit, same thing. Your edit features, view, motion, master, grid view, speaker notes, and so on. Insert, you can insert lots of things into Google Slides. They're just adding to their repertoire all the time. So we can insert images. You can either upload them from the computer, you can search the web or from your drive or any other things, or even take photos. Text box, audio, you can actually insert audio now. Now it doesn't give you the ability to record audio. You'll have to do some kind of online audio recorder or something on your computer or Chromebook or a phone. But you can insert audio files into a Google Slides presentation right now. Video, Google Slides works great with YouTube. You just have to find the YouTube video and enter it. And it also allows you to quite easily start and stop a video at certain times. So if you only want to show a certain segment of a video, you can do that as well. Shaped is your drawing features, tables, charts, diagrams. If you click on diagrams, it has a whole bunch of different things here, options that you have available to you. So if you want to do, for example, timelines, there are a bunch of different timelines you can insert, right? And just use them as you wish, as you like to. You put in any dates, colors, and so on. So again, with anything we can comment. Slide, you can also include slide numbers if you want, which would number all your slides for you, which can come in handy. Format, this is when you have text, you've got all these things here again. Slide, you can put a new slide, duplicate, skip slides, and so on. Apply layout, these are all the layouts that are available. We'll get into that a little bit later. Transitions, change the theme, and so on. Arrange, order, distribute, align, same things here. Tools, spelling, all those. Voice type speaker notes, if you'd like to do that as well. And you can do some voice typing, accessibility settings, dashboard. And we always have our add-ons. Again, to find any add-ons, you just go to Get Add-ons. And as always is the help. So it usually starts, this is a generic title slide that it starts you with. And you click a title and a subtitle. If you want to add slides, you can just click the Add button. But if you hit the little drop-down menu on the side here, you have many offers or features of what you want to have. It could be a main point, section title, big number, and so on and so forth. Most common one I use is title and body. You can click that. And you'll get a new title and body where you can type the title and the body. Then from now on, if I click new slide, what it'll do is it'll duplicate the slide you had previous to it. It'll add the same format to everyone. So if you want to do a bunch of the same, that's fine. Your undo, redo, print, zoom in, and so on. Pointer, text box. Again, you can insert an image this way. You can draw shapes, lines, add a comment. You can change the layout. Again, if you want to change the layout. Oh, I made a mistake. I want to change it to this. It will change that layout. Background. Clicking on background, you can change your color. Let's say we want to go with an orange background. and you can add it to the entire theme. So you can do that. It will go to the other theme. The other thing you can do is you can choose an image. And by choosing an image, you can upload, you can take one from your camera, URL, photos, Google Drive, Google image search, and so on. Let's say, for example, I'm looking for I'm doing a presentation on oranges. You can find one here and insert that image, insert, and that'll become your theme or your background, and you can add it to your theme, and it shows on everyone, and then you can hit done. Okay, and then you simply type over top of what you would like. For the theme, Google also has a number of built-in themes here that you can use, and in using them, what it'll do is it'll automatically change your presentation into certain themes. Okay, and you have a title slide, which is a little bit different usually, and so on. And momentum, click to add title, and so on. You can do all sorts of different things, and what it'll do is it'll give it a different theme. You can also import themes. I'm going to talk a little bit more about. There's some great websites out there that allow you, that have a whole bunch of pre-made Google themes. And what happens is you can just import one that's already created for you, and yeah, you'll have to just change and everything like that. But if you just search Google Slides and PowerPoint themes, a lot of them come in both formats. And then transition, you can deal with your transitions, right? So if you want your transition to have dissolve or fade or slide or anything like that, you can adjust the speed. You can apply to all slides, which is great. Or you can, excuse me, you can apply just to that slide if you want. So now you'll have it going into where it needs. And then you can have a little preview of what it looks like just on the side here. Okay. One other last thing I want to talk to you about, getting your slides organized. Oh, sorry, before I get to that, you've got here, you can go from grid view, which will show you all the slides, okay, back to your standard view on the left here. I'm going to close this here. Oh, a lot of these down here, you've got your speaker's notes. So what that allows you to do what it lets you do is when you present, you have the option of going into notes. And as you're presenting, what it'll do, I'm not attached to a projector, but what it'll do is it'll have your slides when you're attached to a projector. And on your screen, your audience will only see your slide, but you will have a little note section here so you can keep things based on what you want to see as well. So you can put your pointers or anything like that. It also allows for a pointer, so if you want to use a laser pointer while you're presenting. One of the really great features here, which I turn on and use quite often, is closed captions. So Google has become very, very good at recognizing speech to text. And so if you're presenting in a large room or the audio is not that great, or you have people who have certain hearing disabilities, you can put the closed captions on. And as you put the closed captions on, what it will do is it drops your screen and you decide where you want them to go, and your closed captions will show to your audience. You've got some tips here. Again, you've got full screen, some settings, some exits. You can skip from slide to slide using these arrows, or you can skip immediately to different slides if you want. There you go. Okay, well, that's it for Google Slides for today, for 10 EdTech Lunch. Again, I like to keep you in and out in 10 minutes. So tune in Thursday. Google Slides is an incredibly strong platform to do many, many different things. This is just the basics of creating a slideshow presentation, which, if you ask me, is one of the most simple features that it has, because you can do so much more with it. Thanks for tuning in, and we'll see you on Thursday.